that have a proven track record of generating graduates between 6 to 14% return on investment per month. Myself and Nick, we co-founded the Gold and Silver Club, and I speak at numerous trading seminars and workshops from across the world and a regular contributor to various financial publications. So that's a little bit about myself. Nick Kowski is also joining us on the call as a professional investor, trainer and speaker. Nick is also an NLP master practitioner with 5 years experience of coaching professional funds and traders internationally for some of the world's top tier hedge funds and investment banks. So it's through really Nick's first-hand relationships with some of the world's most successful investors that Nick's actually discovered the formula, mindset and tools that can really give any individual the definitive edge to make it in any economy. Nick has actually been investing in art, wine, gold and property since 2002. He's an expert on building a well-diversified portfolio, and he's also regularly writes a number of global business and financial publications. So I'm actually going to introduce you to Nick now, and Nick's going to just talk you through a little bit more about the Gold and Silver Club.
Thank you, Phil, for that introduction. What I'll do is spend a few minutes with you just giving you an introduction to who the Gold and Silver Club is, just so you know who you're talking with. Okay. Phil mentioned the Gold and Silver Club was formed by us. Here's a few of our workshops all over the world. Here's us with our students. We've also been in numerous global publications. This is a recent interview where we're asked to be expert panelists on gold investing. That's available on our blog if anyone wants to read that in more detail. And also next month we'll be speaking on stage alongside Mike Maloney and David Morgan. If anyone's familiar with commodities investing, particularly gold and silver, those two names should stand out to you. They're two of the world's #1 experts in gold and silver investors. So we'll be speaking alongside them at one of the world's largest gold events that's taking place on May the 19th to the 20th. So today we're going to be showing you how to trade gold, black gold or crude oil for profit in less than 30 minutes. Today we'll be revealing a proven and highly profitable online oil trading strategy that takes less than 30 minutes a week and makes 4 to 16% monthly cash flow, which is 100% tax-free. Before we go into that, I just wanted to share 5 top reasons to trade crude oil now. Oil has a big impact on the economy. When oil prices rise, it affects the price of just about everything because most products need to be transported. Producing nations are consuming more of their own output and exporting less. That includes Saudi Arabia, Iran, Norway and Venezuela. They're exporting far less oil than they did in 2006. Global population is growing rapidly, and there are more people growing accustomed to better, more energy-dependent lifestyles. Oil value rises as the dollar value decreases. As we know right now, the economy isn't in too good a state. We've had America hit their debt ceiling twice. There's the Eurozone. So as the debt situation isn't going to improve anytime soon, oil prices are set to continue rising. And the odds of a preemptive strike against Iran, the 4th largest oil producer, are the highest they have ever been. 33% of global oil traffic passes through the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran has threatened to close in retaliation for global trade sanctions. Iran is expected to follow through on this threat if bombs start to fall on its nuclear facilities. So, as we know, there's a lot of volatility there at the moment, and that's also causing prices to move. we're going to be sharing a strategy with you today on the call. What I want to do was just share some success stories with you of some of the individuals that we have trained on our strategies and who are making some very good returns. This is Peter. He's achieving better returns trading our strategies than any of his other investments. Peter trades gold and oil. He's trained. I think it's been 6 months since he came on one of our courses and trained with us, and now he's making consistently 8% per month. And here's Sammy. He went from complete beginner to achieving consistent returns of 6% per month in 3 months. So that's from no previous trading experience to doing 6% per month. So if you I guess look at that on an annual basis in 12 months, you'll probably achieve 72% compared to what you get in a bank nowadays, which is probably 2 or 3% annually. 72% isn't too bad. So what I'm going to do is hand you over to Phil, who will who's going to share the strategy with you and also give you a bit more information on some of the reasons why black gold oil is going to move up in value and how to really use better markets to take advantage of those moves. So back to you, Phil.
Yeah, hi there, Nick. Thanks for that. Okay, great. So we'll just start off a quick question out there really for everybody. Can anybody tell us at the moment what the oil price, crude oil price is, a spot price today or right now per barrel? This is in dollars. It's priced in dollars. But if anybody would like to hazard a guess at the current price right now, if anybody knows, just to get everybody thinking about the current price of oil right now.
I've got Graham saying $104.
Okay, excellent. Right, well, Graham's not too far off. We're right at the moment, actually, we're currently at $117 per barrel at the moment on oil. So, Graham, thanks for that. You were quite close on that one. So, guys, we're at $117 at the moment per barrel for oil, and that's had a significant move, certainly in the last 6 months or so. We're going to talk you through that shortly. Now, some interesting points about trading the oil market. Really what you need to know when trading oil is the market opens at 11 p.m. on a Sunday evening, and it closes at 9 o'clock on a Friday evening. So it's a 23-hour market. I mean, the daily, it's open up until 10:15 in the evening, and it closes just for 45 minutes every day. This is GMT between 10:15 to 11 o'clock. What we like about this market is the benefits of it being a 23-hour market. I mean, there are regular trading opportunities. You can be trading around the clock. You can trade from anywhere in the world. You can trade if you have your own business, or if you're going to a job. You can trade in the morning before work, in the evening, or if you're a full-time trader, there are lots of opportunities to trade oil. So the global market opening and closing times, which do affect the oil price and cause more in terms of volatility. You see a lot of volatility around these certain times as various markets open and close, and it's always worth being aware of. 8 o'clock in the morning is the London markets, the UK markets, which open, which cause a lot of volatility. 2:30 in the afternoon when the US market opens. 9 o'clock in the evening when the US market closes. When Australia opens in the evening at 11 o'clock. When China opens at midnight, and then 2 o'clock in the morning when Hong Kong opens. All various times where you can see a lot of volatility in the price of oil. Now, throw out another question out there for everybody. Which country do you think produces the most crude oil at the moment? We'll make this nice and interactive for everybody and see what the answers are that come in.
Okay, we've got Graham saying Russia.
Okay, yep. Any other takers?
That's a very good guess. Yeah. Anyone else want to hazard a guess? Okay, no, over to you, Phil.
Okay, no worries. Well, we're going to go with Russia as our number one guess. Not far off, in all honesty, but the actual number one at the moment is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is producing 10.8 million barrels of oil per day, but followed closely actually behind Russia is number two. So Graham, you're very close on that one. Then we've got United States, then Iran, number five China, six Canada, coming in at number seven Mexico, number eight United Arab Emirates, 9 Kuwait, and 10 Venezuela. Those are the top 10 largest oil producing countries in the world right now. So factors that affect oil prices that we are interested in for our oil trading. Okay, so producing nations are actually consuming more of their own output and exporting less these days. So Saudi Arabia, Iran, Norway, Venezuela, some of the top producers are exporting far less oil than they actually did, 6 years ago, back in 2006. The global population is growing rapidly, so more people are actually growing accustomed to better, more energy-dependent lifestyles. We've seen this within India and China, how fast they're growing as emerging economies. The oil value actually rises as the dollar value decreases, and we've all seen the dollar decrease substantially over the last few years. And the economy isn't expected to recover really anytime soon with the high debt. The value of the dollar is expected to decrease further, which would correlate to oil going higher. And the odds of a preemptive strike against Iran, fourth largest oil producer, are the highest they've actually been in years. 33% of global oil traffic currently passes through the Straits of Hormuz, which Iran has actually threatened to close in retaliation for global trade sanctions. So Iran's actually expected to follow through on this threat if bombs start falling on its nuclear facilities. And that's created some interesting new trends with regard to the actual sanctions. We're actually seeing now India is actually buying oil from Iran, not in dollars, but in gold. And we're starting to see China look to follow suit on this. And these sort of new trends which are occurring are very important in how they can impact the price of oil, the price of gold, and the price of dollar going down. So we've got some new trends occurring around the world. So with oil, in terms of how it's performed over the last few years, we've had a 427% increase in just 10-year period. We've had a 610% increase over the last 20 years. And just in the last 6 months alone, the price of oil has actually gone up 12%, which I'm sure a lot of people can actually feel at the pump, certainly in the UK. So where is the price going? Well, a lot of analysts are actually predicting the price could go as high as 200 a barrel this year. They think it's coming with various threats going on in Iran. We'll see what happens, but this is what some major Wall Street analysts and so on are predicting at the moment. So all of that is very useful for the fundamentals in terms of oil, but how can you trade oil to make 6 to 14% monthly profits at the moment? Okay, well, 100% tax-free as well, I must point out. Okay, so it's going to be with a system called fixed odds. So bet on markets, the way we trade and the way we are leveraging this strategy is through fixed odds trading. And what is fixed odds trading? Well, it actually allows you to make money from oil at the spot price. So all the profit you generate is 100% tax-free. Fixed odds offer the easiest and lowest entry into financial trading. You can actually open an account in just 5 minutes and start trading with a deposit as little as just £20. And you can get started very easily right now. I mean, the markets are open right now. So simply, guys, all you need to do is go to www.betonmarkets.com. And for being on this webinar this evening, we're going to reward everybody actually and give you £20 worth of credit that you can actually use right now in terms of this bonus on www.bettermarkets.com. So you can actually try out these strategies and see for yourself that they work. So this is the bonus code for everybody. If you've got a pen and paper or you want to copy and paste it, actually you can't copy and paste it, but if you just want to note that down or take a screenshot, it's 10693F20, and that bonus code will actually give you £20. So when you go to bet on market. It's very simple to register and open up an account, and all you need to put is that bonus code in the bottom where it says promotional code, and you get yourself £20, and that's usually in your account within kind of 20. Well, I believe sometimes it's instant, but it's normally up to about 36 hours. But that's something you can start using pretty much as soon as that's come into your account. Okay, so this is what you'll see, guys, once you're logged in. Bet on markets, and it's true, it is actually one of the easiest ways to profit from predicting market moves, especially commodities. And okay, so before we go into the weekly the oil strategy we're going to talk you through today, it's very basic strategy. So it's actually one of our most basic strategies that we've got, but it's still very powerful. And the beauty of it is it doesn't require any stop losses. Now, oil is very volatile, can really move within a day. You have various oil inventories which come out every week on a Wednesday, for example, at 3:30, which cause the price to get really volatile. You have lots of announcements coming out which can move the price quite a lot. So requiring no stop loss is a huge, it's a bonus for trading oil. We don't need any technical indicators really for this way that we're going to be trading. You don't need to be sat at your computer all day long with this trade. It's a very simple strategy. It's low risk, so you decide how much you want to invest, exactly how much profit you want to make. And it really allows you to trade without any emotion. And for the first 12 weeks of 2012 in Q1, it's actually produced a 66% success rate, which actually equates to roughly around 6% return per month. This is just on a very basic, simple strategy, not including any of our more advanced strategies. So for everyone on the call, here is the 3-year oil chart. So this is a 3-year chart of oil. This was up until the end of Q1, and end of Q1 being the end of March. So we're looking to trade we're very interested in quarters when we're looking at trading in terms of our results and so on. So this was the last 3-year chart of oil, and what you can see is pretty much we've been in an uptrend during the majority of that time. Where you can see a green candlestick on the screen, that's actually where the price has risen. These are all weekly candlesticks. That's where the price has gone up over the course from Monday to Friday. The price has ended higher, and you can see over the last 3 years we've been in certainly quite a strong uptrend there. So what this equates to in terms of weekly strategy statistics, so we are looking with this trade, and it's very simple to do on better markets, to take a trade on Monday at the best possible price. This is usually, we're going to be taking it in the morning, to enter a trade on oil for the price to expire on the Friday evening. Now, doing this over the last few years has resulted, in the last 3 years alone, in the following percentages. Well, in the last quarter doing this, we got a 66% return, so 66% chance, or 66% of the time our trades were successful, taking a trade from Monday to Friday on oil for the price to be higher. In 2011, the success rate was 61%. In 2010, was 67%. And 2009, 61%. So you can see it's had quite a strong success rate. And for those of you who trade regularly, you'll know that even if we were 51% of the time that we were correct, that still amounts to quite a significant gain over the course of a year. Remember, we're looking to be doing 52 trades over the course of a year by doing this weekly. So with a 66% rate, that soon sees you doubling the size of your account over a fairly short period of time. We'd be looking, based on 6% return per month, you'd be looking, if you were compounding that, roughly about a year's time, you would have made about 80%, 80 to 90% in terms of return. So let me talk you through it before I confuse you with any more numbers. So here is Q1. So to keep it very simple, at the first 12 weeks of the year, we had 8 up weeks where the price was higher from the beginning of the week to the end of the week, and 4 down weeks. So typically, especially this year, if the price really does break out to all-time highs, we see continued unrest in Iran and Saudi Arabia, or the rest of the Middle East, we could see some very high oil prices. And by a very simple way to capitalize on the price going up without being stopped out in any sort of traditional sort of times ways that you might trade, is doing a fixed odd trade. So here we've got 12 trades that we took. We had 8 weeks where we won, so we've won 66% of the time, and we've averaged a 6% return pretty much then on our portfolio each month by doing that. This is what our traders have been doing as well. Okay, so this is just one very simple strategy out of several that we trade. Okay, so I'm going to go into the actual strategy and how you'd actually implement this on better markets. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to bring up, bet on markets and show you exactly how this works. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to quickly log in now, guys, and we are going to just run through the strategy with you. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so here we have an example. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you exactly how you would place a trade using better markets doing this. So all we would simply do is we would go to start trading, start betting. It's put as the tab on here if you want to find that when you're on better markets. All we simply do is go to commodities. And from commodities, what you will see is we want to go to rise or fall trade, and you will have a choice of gold, oil, or silver that you can trade. So in this instance, we want to select oil, and very simply, we would be looking to take this trade normally on a Monday through to a Friday. We're taking advantage of a couple of things there. We're taking advantage of the bull market over the last 3 years, and bull market, I mean the market going upwards over the last 3 years, and the significant trend has not been broken. And we are also taking advantage of a monthly cycle, a weekly cycle that we do get within commodities. This is due to a number of factors, but essentially, very typically, you will see from a week to week the fluctuations in prices that you'll typically see prices higher on a Friday with oil than you would on a Monday. It's just the weekly fluctuations that we get. So we're taking advantage of 2 things there, the weekly cycle and also the bull market. So typically I would be looking to do a trade over 5 days. So on Monday, all I would simply do is for my trade to expire in 5 days time, and I would get the best price on that. So for this example, if I wanted to do a trade, I wanted a payout of £1,000, for example, my deposit on that trade would be £535. And then in 5 days time, on the Monday, if the price was higher than the spot price, so right now we're at $117 per barrel, if the price ends even just, if it just ends up just 0.1 higher or a cent higher on that, we will win the trade. So if that trade is taken now at 1.17.92, if it finishes in 5 days on the Friday at 1.1793, I will win my trade. I will get my payout. So here we've got an 87% return on this particular payout here. Okay, so what I would do, I would simply buy the bet or place the trade, and that would be taken for me. What you can also do, I mean, at the moment, because we are currently on a Thursday, I can't do this trade to end on Friday. So if I show you an example finishing next Friday, if you want to get a 100% return so that you make sure that you double your stake, you can, let me just put this into 7 days. You can adjust it so you actually get exactly a 100% return on each trade there. So over a 7-day period, you can actually adjust it. This is showing us for gold, but it's the same principle on oil, that we can do that over a 7-day period and also get a 100% return on that. Okay, and that's actually, there's just timing out at the moment. But what I will show you, again, just to run through with you again, the way we are typically wanting to trade this strategy is simply, very simply, from a Monday to Friday. So if you were to use your credit now, you've got £20 credit from that bonus code, and you wanted to implement that, you would simply, on Monday morning next week, and we've had a lot of people do this from our trainings or several other webinars we've done in the past, where people, you know, they come back to us, they're reporting that they're winning their trades, it's working. It does work. It's 66% success rate so far in Q1. So all you're doing is simply on a Monday morning, you place your trade to be higher for the Friday. So it's a trade done over 5 days, and then you select the payout. I mean, you can change this. You can make it. You know, I think the biggest amount you can actually do on here is I think it's a £150,000 payout. Let's just have a look. That's too much. Slightly too much. Let's have a look. Okay, so if you wanted, for example, everybody's got varying size of accounts. If you wanted to take on a £10,000 trade for the price to be higher in oil the following week, the deposit on that would be $5,359. And it tells you the exact return you get on that, 87%. Likewise, for some of you starting off with much smaller accounts who really just want to get into trading, if we wanted to select here just a payout of even £10, that's possible as well. It's a very flexible platform in that you can trade from as small amount or as large amount as you like. So for this particular example, we are looking there to place a trade to get a payout of £10 in 5 days' time on the Friday, and the deposit on that is £5.36. So it's very simple, and all we're doing, we do that on a Monday. It will take you less than 30 minutes to do. You can go away, carry on your business. On Friday evening, you'll be able to check back, see if your trade won. It's as simple as that, placing a trade every week. This is one of our simplest strategies to get you started into trading. We have a number of more advanced strategies that we do use to trade oil, gold, and silver, but this is a great strategy that you can get started with straight away. Another point we wanted to show you as well is another flexibility or point with the platform, which is great, is that you can trade. It doesn't have to be just a week. You can actually trade over larger time frames there. So, for example, we want to trade. Let's say we believe, we've been in a 3-year uptrend on oil. We believe in 1 year's time, in 2013, the price is going to be much higher than it is today, and we just want to do more of a longer term investment sort of a trade, or just based on the fundamentals of that. That's also possible to do on the platform as well. So if in 1 year's time the price of oil is higher than its current spot price, which is $117 a barrel, we would actually get a payout of 106% there. So we would our deposit would be £243 in this example, and we would get a £500 payout on that. Well, that's put in dollars, but that's you can change it to dollars, pounds, euros, however you want to get paid on these trades. But that's a very simple way that you can actually trade markets such as gold, silver, and oil based on the fundamentals, or if you believe they are going to be going much higher for a number of reasons. That's a way that you can trade the market over a longer period of time. Nick and I, we have various strategies for trading the markets when they go sideways, when they go up, or when they go down. Those are the more advanced strategies, but simply going back to oil, gold, these are in very strong bull markets at the moment, and until they're significant, until the technicals on those particular commodities, which are very strong going in an upward direction. There's various things that we would look at there for those who are more advanced, support lines, upward trends, and so on. We've not broken those in about 3 or so years, so whilst that remains intact, the price is due to go a lot higher. So that is essentially, guys, the strategy for you. 2 very simple things you can do there. So one is just being able to log into the platform and use your bonus there, so you can get yourself £20 credit. And number 2, you can just start trading that strategy from a Monday to Friday. Very simple. You just want to take that trade on a Monday market, and this is a way for you really to take advantage of the prices of oil going much higher, especially if you're paying more at the pump. This is a great way for you to profit from that. Okay, so I'm going to take you back to the presentation now. Just bear with me. Okay, excellent. So, quick review of the advantages for everybody there. The main advantage really for fixed odds trading is that your position cannot get stopped out early. It means your trade can actually go against you but then rebound and you'd still finish in profit. This is very important for a volatile market such as oil. Oil, if you're trading it on the futures market or if you're spread betting it, you typically need a very large stop loss on oil. We're talking several 100 points on oil to stay in some of the more longer term trades, especially a trade over a week or even longer than that. You would need a significant stop loss, which increases your risk. So you can actually make very big gains by just very small market moves. There have been some instances recently where the market has been fairly flat. It hasn't really moved much over perhaps a week or two, but it's just grind slightly higher, and we only need it to go 1 cent higher in order for us to get our whole 100% payout there. You actually got full control. You can manage your own risk using better markets. You decide how much you want to invest. You saw me putting examples there of £10,000 payout, £500 payout, £10 payout. You can decide upfront exactly how much you want to risk and how much money you want to be paid out. And the beauty of this is it's 100% tax-free, which is it's an obvious advantage for everybody trading, that it's 100% tax-free. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to, Nick is actually going to talk you through some steps to your actual trading and what you should do when you're trading in order to be successful. So really why you need to take action right now is, actually just bear with me 1 second, okay, just passing you back onto these 5 important rules. Just for everybody, just quickly, if you haven't, I know we've just had a couple of questions come through asking us for that bonus code again. So for those who haven't had a chance to write it down, it's 10693F20. That's 10693F20. If you've already got a Better Markets account, some of you have asked us if you've already got a Better Markets account, how do you get the bonus? Nick's going to talk you through that at the end. There is a way you can get in touch with us about that. We can certainly have a chat with you about that. Okay, so guys, 5 important rules for your online trading. So you've got that strategy. Now Nick's going to talk you through 5 important rules for online trading.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. I guess this really applies. It doesn't really. It doesn't matter if you're new to trading or you're more of a advanced trader, or it doesn't really matter if you're trading forex or commodities or stocks. These rules really are generic and they apply throughout. This is something that we go through on our courses, and we make sure all our traders practice these rules. Number 1 is to have a trading plan. Otherwise, you're pretty much trading blindly. In terms of what we've given you tonight, we've shared a strategy with you. We will go over that with you again, just so you know the rules of the strategy. But have a plan and stick to your trading plan. Also, number 2, follow the trend. With the strategy we shared tonight, there's a trend. The market is bullish, so it's moving. So the trend is moving up. A lot of people they'll go trade blindly, like go against the market, and they end up getting their fingers burnt. It's not so bad, I guess, on Better Markets, but if you are spread betting and you're going against the trend, you're obviously going to lose. So that could be very painful. So always follow the trend. The strategy, the oil strategy which we've given to you, that is a trend following strategy. It's generated over the first 3 months of this year, from January to March, and that's generated a 66% success rate, and that's just purely following the trend. Rule number 3, be patient and be disciplined. If you have a plan, then you can really stick to that, and a lot of discipline comes into that. Otherwise, again, you're very much just trading blindly, and it does turn into gambling. Also, invest in your trading education. This is a big thing. A lot of people who don't succeed as successful traders. That's 97% of people who go and I guess use various trading platforms end up losing because they haven't really invested into education. They don't really know what they're doing. So make sure you do invest in your education. So whether that's going on training courses, webinars, or reading books, make sure you know what you're doing. And rule number 5 is don't gamble. So always have a strategy, know what you're doing. I think Phil briefly he mentioned our advanced trading strategies with you. What we shared with you today is very basic compared to our more advanced trading strategies. 4 of those include a short-term day trading strategy. As Phil mentioned, the oil market is open 23 hours a day, so there are plenty of opportunities to trade oil. It's not all about trading oil in one direction. It's not all about trading oil. If the market moves up, there are going to be movements where oil moves will move down, and it will also move sideways. The trend will always be up, but there'll always be movements in the 3 different directions, and we have the ability on our advanced strategies to really trade if the market moves up, down, or sideways, and really capitalize on each one of those moves. So we have a short-term strategy, and that's a day trading strategy, which can be traded 23 hours a day, and there are multiple trading opportunities. We also have a mid-term strategy, which is more of a weekly a strategy. It uses various technical indicators. We use more advanced tools from Fibonacci's. We have certain pivot points that we use on our charts, and then we once we've analyzed them, we'll go into better markets and place our trades. A lot of our other traders don't have that much time to trade. They may have a few hours within a month, and we have a long-term cycles strategy. Once you know the way the market moves, you will notice there are certain patterns within the market, and you can just follow them. As Phil mentioned, there's a oil inventory which takes place every Wednesday. Within 30 minutes of that happening, you can really calculate which way the price is going to move, whether it's going to be up or down, and you can make a serious amount of money. And that's what we've been doing since 2009, and a lot of our traders within our community really capitalize by just spending less than 30 minutes on a Wednesday just from one move in the market, and we know which way it's going to move before it happens. So that's something we teach our more advanced traders. And there's also breakouts as well. The market, it could just be the oil market could be just moving very steadily. Then suddenly there could just be a huge rally, like we've seen quite a few times this year already, and you can really make some serious money when you know exactly when those breakouts are about to take place. And that's some of the strategies that our advanced traders use. Here's actually Mike. He's one of our graduates, and he's been using these advanced strategies. Just after 2 months of trading with us using these advanced strategies, he's achieved 26.69% return on investment across his entire portfolio, and that was in 1 month. I'm sure he won't mind me sharing how much he made. Within that month, he made over £7,000. That's UK pounds, using our strategy. And he's very consistent. He normally does roughly about on average 20% a month. That's a lot. I guess above average, but it is achievable. And we've also got Sabrina. She's a full-time mother to 4 children. The things which she was most impressed with are advanced strategies where they're designed to fit around your existing lifestyle. She doesn't have much time to really sit by a computer and trade. She spends as little as I think it's about 20 to 30 minutes a day trading, and she's making consistent monthly income. And this is actually from this week. This is from Facebook, actually. This is Tessa. Just after 2 weeks of completing her advanced trader workshop, she's won 10 out of her 11 trades on better markets, and that's a 95% win rate. This is a message Phil posted on Facebook this week. A few people commented on there, so these are all real people. They're all real testimonials. And if anyone wants to talk to them, you're more than welcome. We'll get in touch with us. We'll pass you on their details, and you can talk to them, and they'll share their experiences of the Gold and Silver Club and their training and some of the success they're achieving. If anyone is interested in learning our more advanced gold, silver, and oil strategies, then we have some workshops coming up. We have a workshop in London on Saturday, the 28th of April. That's 2 weeks away. We also have a online training, which is on Saturday, the 12th of March. It's exactly the same as a face-to-face training. We can share our screens. It is totally interactive. We've trained hundreds of students from all over the world. We've trained students out in Asia, America, Europe. We have a large global training community, and for those who can't make a training in London, then we can also train people online as well, if anyone is interested. I'll just run through course content with you. What you will learn on this live training will teach you 4 of our proven advanced strategies that make consistent 6 to 14% monthly returns. So that includes a day trading strategy, a midterm, our monthly cycles, and breakout strategy. We'll set up your charting software for gold, silver, and oil with live trade alerts, so you never miss a profitable trade. We'll teach you how to use online fixed odds and also spread betting platforms to an advanced level. So you'll know every single feature, whether you want to trade up, down, or sideways. We'll teach you how to get into trades, when's the best time to exit, how to set up alerts, really automate your trading to an advanced level. You can even get text messages, email alerts, so you don't actually need to be sat by a computer. It is very much automated, and you have a lot more time to focus on other things. We'll also work with you to create a personalized trading plan. We'll consult you on that, and we'll develop that with you, and then we'll work with you to make sure you achieve those goals on a monthly basis. And you also get your own set of strategies, fixed odds, and spread betting workbooks as well. Also, we have some bonuses as well. We have membership to our trader support program. This includes private members group. We have real-time trade alerts, live support and coaching, and there's also bi-monthly coaching sessions with myself and Phil as well. I'll just talk through our private members group. Once you're in the private members group, you're part of the trading community. You can see which trades other traders are taking across all commodities. They also trade Forex and the stock market as well. So there's a lot of trades which happen on a daily basis. All traders are very, it's a very supportive community. It's very transparent. Everyone will share their trades on there. There's also real-time trade alerts. So if I'm about to take a trade, Phil's about to take a trade, or other traders about to take a trade, we'll send out live trade alerts so you can mirror trades. We have live support and coaching. So if anyone is struggling with how to place a trade, has a question, then myself and Phil and our coaching team is on hand to help. And there's also we have our bi-monthly sessions, so every fortnight we speak on either a Skype or there's a webinar where we're sharing trading ideas. We're going through each individual's performance. We're giving feedback, really supporting our traders to become better traders and create huge profits. We'll also be sharing a weekly gold trading strategy blueprint with you. That's almost a mini course which people come on, but we'll be including that as a free bonus. Trading in the Zone, which is a trader psychology audio book. Trading is 80% mindset, 20% strategy, and if you know the rules of trading, you have good discipline, you have good patience, you can really improve the way you trade and the wealth you create. So that's been a useful tool for myself and Phil as well. So we give you that, and you also get our oil trading strategy, which comes with all the indicators. You can trade it on better markets and other platforms if you choose, and we'll get that set up with you, so you can you can mirror us, and you can make money if the markets move up, down, or sideways, and it's available to trade 23 hours a day. Who is this course for? It's for individuals who want to make more money, have more freedom, and more time. I've spoken about Mike this evening. There's Sabrina, also Pete and Sammy. They came in our course. I'll talk to you why they came in our course. So Pete came in our course. He recently had a baby girl. He wanted to spend more time at home with his daughter rather than spending a lot of time on his business. And he trades from home now. He makes good second income, and he can spend a lot more time at home with his daughter, Dolly. That's second. The second picture. She recently quit her job, and now she's become a full-time trader, and she's subsidizing her income. She's making more trading than she did being an employee working 9 to 5. Sammy, the reason why he came on our course and had to trade was because he wanted to create tax-free monthly cash flow to buy properties. Within the space of 6 months, he's bought 3 buy-to-lets. That's his huge passion. That's what he enjoys doing, and he's used trading as a tool to create that money to go buy assets. And then Sabrina, she wants to send her children to private school. She's been building up an education fund for them, and she's doing that through trading. With Mike, Mike is he's an investor. He likes buying distressed businesses, and he also likes he's really into self-development and education, and trading really funds that. And the last person there, that's Taka. Taka, he wants to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and move to a nice, quiet, peaceful place with his family, and for his family to grow up in a nice place. And he used trading to create a nice little nest egg, and he recently moved from London to Scotland, and now he purely subsidizes his income through trading. So all of these individuals, they use trading to create more money, more freedom, and more time. And our courses are really for people who see a great opportunity, realize the potential, and take action. It's very key that we have people in our community who have these qualities, because we want to create an environment where everyone can inspire each other, work with each other, and support people. If no one's going to take action and not really do anything, our goal of our club is not really for these individuals. Everyone in our community is like-minded. They take action. They want to create big changes in their lives and really improve their lifestyle, and they're the individuals that we like to work with. So if anyone is interested in coming on one of our workshops, places are limited to only 6 people per group, and that is for a reason. We like to make them very intimate, so each individual gets a lot of one-to-one time with myself and Phil. We're not into doing huge trainings where there's 20 people or 30 people in a room. I've been to trainings like that when I started off, and you very rarely get to speak to the trainer, and they just rush off and you get left behind. It's not really the way we like to work. It is very intimate. It's very one-to-one, and we like to spend as much time as we can with each individual, make sure they understand our trainings and get the most out of being there. We're going to be offering a special webinar offer for the next 24 hours only. After that, tuition will return to the standard price. If anyone is interested in finding out more about our advanced trading courses, or to book a free one-to-one wealth strategy consultation, which is valued at £149, please get in touch with us. And what we'll do is we'll get one of our advanced trainers to give you a call and spend some time with you, just really talking through the strategies, the way they work, finding out a little bit more about your needs and what your expectations are, and seeing if our strategies and our trading style and our community fits in with what you're looking for. If it is, then we can take it to more advanced stage. If not, we will be very honest and say, this is not really for you. There are certain individuals that we're looking to work with. It's like the individuals I showed you on the previous slide, people who really want to take action, really want to improve their lifestyle, and who are really driven to make money and create wealth. And it's that kind of community, and they're the individuals that we are keen to work with. So if you're interested in finding out more about our strategies or courses, and just spending time talking to one of our coaches on the wealth strategies, and if they're for you, then please do drop an email to me at nick@thegoldandsilverclub, and we can get that arranged for you. Okay, so what we will do is we had a couple of questions come in through the presentation. What I'll do is we can go through those. Me and Phil will go through those. Phil, before we do that, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, all I'd say, guys, is absolutely take advantage of your, the one-to-one wealth strategy consultation. It's valued at £149. You will actually get a very powerful idea of kind of where you are set in terms of trading strategy or wealth strategy that you've got at the moment. So it's well worth taking advantage of. It is really only for serious individuals, those who are seriously contemplating trading. It's not if you're just dabbling, if you just think it might look nice. But if you are, seriously considering this, it's something that you want to get into, please do, get your one-to-one strategy consultation. Normally we do charge £149 for those as part of what we're doing for Better Markets here. We are offering those this evening just for the next the 24 hours. So you just need to contact us, nick@thegoldandsilverclub.com, to get your strategy consultation, and we'll get that booked in for you. So I would definitely take advantage of that if you're on, if you've taken the time out to get on this evening's webinar, and it's something that you think you'd seriously like to get into.
Yeah, I was just going to add, if anyone does come to train with us, everyone that trains with us makes money. That's our guarantee. If you're not making money, me and Phil will work with you to find out what's not working, and we will personally coach and mentor you to make sure you get the results you want. And that is just I guess just something that we're really hugely passionate about, creating success stories, and we want to have people in our community that are getting a lot of value for their investment, and that's a huge thing that we really strive to achieve. Okay, so Phil, shall we go through some of these questions?
Yes,
I think that
absolutely.
came in regards to the bonus code. So if you already have a Better Markets account, can you use the bonus code? I think the answer to that would be, if you haven't registered a bonus code previously, then I think you can use the bonus code we've given to you tonight. What I can do is I can double check that with Phil. Can you double check that?
Yes, we can certainly. If you send us an email with your Better Markets account number, we can check that for you. If you've not ever been given a bonus before, we can get that credited to your Better Markets account for coming on this evening's for the webinar.
Okay, brilliant. And also, when making a regular trade, to trade at the same value of the trade, i.e.,
yes.
If your bet is 100, then always trade 100?
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so this is something that we cover in risk management on our courses, but yes, it's a very valid question. So what we are looking to do when taking a trade on better markets, we are looking to, on each trade, risk 5% of our portfolio. So a very simple example of that, everybody's got a varying portfolio. Some people have got 100,000, some people have got, £100. But we're looking, if we take £1,000 as an example, if you had £1,000 in your trading account, we are looking on every trade to get to risk on that 5%. So £50 is what we're risking, and we could get a £50 payout from that. So the reason that we are not risking the whole amount, or we're not going higher on that, is because with a risk of 5% on your trading account, it would actually take you 20 losing trades in a row in order to lose all of your capital. So it does, it just diminishes your risk a lot. Typically, when you're doing in spread betting, it's less than that. We'd only risk 2 to 3% of an account, but because it's fixed odds and you're not going to get margin calls, and you know exactly what your risk is right up front, we would be risking 5% on every single trade. So that's how we work it out, and it's so simple just to do that. In terms of, you put exactly what you want your payout to be, and then it will tell you what you're looking to trade, what your deposit will be. It's great in that sense. It's very clear and very transparent. But really good question.
I think what else we can do is we can just go over the rules of the strategy we've shared tonight with people. Even though it's a very basic strategy, it's had a 66% success rate. The strategy works. Me, a Phil Trader, our whole trading community trade this strategy on better markets. You have a free £20 credit, so give it a go. Don't take our word for it. Give it a go and find out for yourself. Phil, do you want to just go through the rules so everyone's clear on how the strategy works?
Yep, of course. So the rules of this strategy are that we are looking to trade oil on a weekly basis. So we know, for example, over the first quarter, we won 66% of the time. We had a winning trade. So you need to be consistent in taking the trade on a weekly basis to take advantage of the overall percentage. So it's no good taking it 1 week and having one win 1 week and then not taking it the next week and then taking it intermittently. It's very simple to do it on a weekly basis, but you just need to do it every week. So it's done on a Monday. We're doing that on a Monday morning. So we're entering into oil. We're buying the trade on oil every Monday morning, and it's very simple for the trade to expire in 5 days for Friday. And by putting Friday as a trade expiry, it will just expire in the evening. So when the markets close on Friday, the trade would expire. And if that price is higher, even by 1 point or 1 cent than your entry price on the Monday morning, you will get your full payout to your account. You can actually reinvest that in the following week when you take the trade. Now, you can't do this on markets such as silver, for example. It doesn't work. It doesn't work on various currencies. It doesn't work on indices. It only actually is working. We back tested it on a lot of different markets. It works on oil very well. And the reason this being is we are in a long-term upward trend, in a 3-year trend at the moment. We've got a lot going on in terms of the actual fundamentals for the price of oil to go higher, and in terms of what's been going on around the world recently, with everything going on in Iran, with the increased consumption, China and India, emerging economies, less oil being produced by some of the biggest nations at the moment. So if the price of oil is going to go up, we may as well be able to profit from it, right? So this is a very simple way that you can profit on a weekly basis, but also a very safe way to profit. Some of you might not want to go out there and buy, invest in the physical of oil. Some of you might not want to be spread betting or trading it on the futures market where it's really volatile. This is a very simple way to have access to trading crude oil on a weekly basis, managing your risk, but yet being very profitable from it. So that's the strategy in a nutshell, really.
But I was just going to say, personally, if you've never traded before, don't go and spread bet oil. that's a big, you could really get your fingers burned. Use better markets. We use better markets for trading for trading many markets, and commodities is one of them. And you don't really have to worry about stop losses like Phil mentioned earlier on. No technical analysis. It really removes emotion out of trading. If you're spread betting, you get the urge to really log on to the platform, try and tweak your stop loss, try and move your limit orders. It becomes very emotional, and a lot of traders end up getting their fingers burned and spending far too much time focused on trades that at the end of the day, a small move, they can spend a whole day or a whole week just moving around stop losses and limit orders and probably make something like $5. If you think about it, if someone was paying you to work on a daily rate or a weekly rate, would you really want to earn $5? Not really. But if you think about trading as earning a week's rate, then you can really figure out how much money you need to earn.
I think that's a really good point, actually. I mean, just to kind of to jump on that point, Nick, is that this strategy, in terms of return on time invested, it's going to take you the best part of 5 or 10 minutes on a Monday. Maximum, we say 30 minutes. Because perhaps it's going to take you that in order to set up your account, to get everything up and running, to get through it. But once you've got it up and running, it takes you less than probably 5 minutes to log on to take the trade every week. So return on time invested is fantastic. You have some traders who are trading strategies, they're spending several hours a day trading a strategy, or as Nick was saying, or they're spending a significant chunk of their week trading a market like oil, and they may be getting less or the same return as you will be getting by simply placing your trade on a Monday. I mean, it's produced roughly 6% per month return just placing this trade if you risk 5% of your portfolio on each trade on a weekly basis. So we're really interested in not having to waste time where time doesn't need to be wasted. It's all it's fun to buy and sell all day, but if you don't need to be doing that, if there's a much better way to trade and you can carry on doing your business, doing other things, giving you more time freedom, giving you more money, spend more time with family and so on, or within your business, why spend any time that doesn't need to be spent on your trading when you can have a very simple strategy that you can benefit from? And we do have more advanced strategies as well, but again, these aren't strategies where you're going to be in front of your computer. You're going to have to be spending, I think, some people think that you have to spend 10 hours a day in front of a computer or be trading the markets from 7 o'clock in the morning through to 5, 6 in the afternoon. That's simply not the case, especially where you have fantastic platforms like this, with fixed odds, where it is very, very straightforward to trade with a minimum risk, and you can really control exactly what you're doing and make great returns. I think it's phenomenal. So I would definitely, if anyone's seriously thinking about this or they'd like to learn more, number one, obviously you can test the strategy out for yourself, get the bonus. Number two, I would urge you to have your free one-to-one wealth strategy consultation. We'll have a real, we'll organize that with, we've got a selection of one of our kind of best traders, one of our best wealth coaches. We might even get Nick or myself on the call, depends who that's scheduled with. And that's a fantastic free one-to-one wealth strategy consultation, which is valued at £149. But just again, if you're not serious really about trading, just leave it. There'll be a number of people who will want that spot. I would suggest just if you're just dabbling or you're just thinking about it, not taking that spot from someone else. It is for people who are seriously. We only really want to be talking with people who are serious about kind of their wealth and for wealth strategies in order to be able to develop their portfolios and into very successful investors and traders, which we can certainly facilitate. So I think in terms of questions, Nick, I think that's pretty much, we've answered everybody's questions. It's been great tonight.
Yes, we have. Yeah, we've had a great audience tonight. We've managed to answer everyone's questions. If there's anything else, then just feel free to get in touch. My email is nick@thegoldandsilverclub. I'm more than happy to talk you through the strategy again. Or if there's any questions in terms of getting how the free credit works or registering that, feel free to get in touch, and I'm more than happy to answer those questions and help you along the way.
Okay, fantastic. Well, yeah, you've been a great audience tonight. Thanks very much, everybody, for being on the call this evening. And yeah, have a great evening. And we look forward to hearing from you possibly in the future. And let us know of your success with the strategy.